My name is Muhammad Neo Yusri bin Muhammad Zain, metric number K34450. First of all, let me introduce about our choice of the company, MAA Group Berhad. MAA Group Berhad is an investment holding company and incorporated in Malaysia. The group commenced its operation as Malaysian American Insurance Company Berhad, MAAB, in 1968, which was principally engaged in the general and life insurance business. However, MAA Group Berhad is one of the company that has been listed in Bursa Malaysia PN 17 and 3 as the company faced financial difficulty. The chairman of the audit committee of the company is concerned about the financial situation of the company and suspect that some fraudulent financial reporting occur in the company. Therefore, the chairman had required our group to prepare a report and make appropriate recommendation on the above matter. After interpreting the financial statement ratio analysis, we have provided a report which will explain the element related to the financial statement analysis. According to our analysis, we found that the financial situation of the company in 2016 has significant difference compared to previous financial year. This shows that the company has the possibility to engage in creative accounting in order to make a good appearance of their financial statement. Creative accounting is a practice whereby a company takes advantage of loophole so that they are more profitable or financially stable than they actually are. And the practice engage in creative accounting to meet some specific report earning and objective is also known as earning management. Now, let's welcome our team to explain on the ratio analysis and the motivation for the company to engage in creative accounting.
Hi everyone, my name is Tan Ting Ting S44207. Now, let us look at the ratio analysis of MAA Group Berhad. Horizontal analysis, also known as trend analysis, is a financial statement analysis technique that's used to compare history financial information over a series of reporting periods. In this case, we use year 2014 as the base year. Based on the MAA Group statement of profit or loss, it can be concluded that company has a dramatically high profit for the year in year 2016, where the profit for the year has increased 1,376.66% from approximately RM 70.8 million in year 2014 to RM 262.7 million in year 2016. Next, ratio analysis is a quantitative analysis of information which used to evaluate various aspects of a company's operating and financial performance. Liquidity ratio consists of current ratio and quick ratio, which analyze the ability of a company to pay off its current liabilities. Since MAA Group Berhad is an investment holding company without any sales of inventories, their quick ratio is same with the current ratio, which is 23.83. This means MAAG has the highest ability to pay off their short-term obligation in year 2016 as compared to the other years. Efficiency ratio, also called activity ratio. It measures how well company utilize their asset to generate income. It involves account receivable turnover, account payable turnover, and asset turnover ratio. It can be summarized that MAAG are unable to utilize their asset very well to generate income in year 2017. This is because in year 2017, MAAG take longest time to collect its receivable and pay off its debt, which is 361 days and 669 days respectively, and has the lowest asset turnover ratio, which is only 0.13 as compared to the other years. Okay, now it's my colleague time to further explain the profitability and safety ratio.
Hi, I'm Udong Liang, metric number S44375. I was talking about profitability and safety ratio for MAA Group Berhad. Profitability ratio is a measure of profitability, which is the way to measure a company performance. From the table, we can see that the net profit margin in the year 2016 was the highest amount compared to the other 3 years. That was 97.52%. And the return of equity ratio was the highest, that was 0.48. But the gross profit margin shows that the percentage in year 2016 is the lowest compared to other 3 years. Safety ratio is the financial ratio that measures the amount of sales that exceeds the break-even point. From the table, we can know that the debt to equity ratio is also referred to as risk of gearing ratio in year 2016 was the lowest among all the 3 years. This shows that something happened in 2016. Next, I will talk about the managed M score model for M&A Group Berhad. This model is a mathematical model that uses financial ratio with X variables to identify whether a management has manipulated an entity's earnings. These variables are constructed from the data in the company's financial statement. If the overall score in the year is less than negative 2.22, means that the company will not be a manipulator. In contrast, if the overall score is more than negative 2.22, signals that a company is likely to be a manipulator. In the table, we can know that M score in 2016 is greater than negative 2.22, that is negative 0.5505. This means the company has high possibility to become the manipulator. In 2017, 2015, and 2014, the amount are less than negative 2.22, so there's no possibility to become a manipulator.
Good morning everyone, my name is Tang Yuan, metric number S44218. Based on the ratio analysis described above, we concluded that MAA Group Berhad has an outstanding position and growth in year 2016 as compared to other years, which is having dramatically high profit. However, this abnormal ratio analysis might be the effort of MAA Group Berhad to engage in creative accounting in order to indicate that the group is growing steadily. Now, let's look deeper into the motivation for the group in their earning management practice. Firstly, after the disposal of its 75% subsidiary MAA Takaful Berhad to Juris Insurance Company, we believe that the company uses the revenue from the disposal to settle all of its current liability. Therefore, the extremely high profit margin ratio met investor and analyst expectation, perceive that the company has the ability to pay back its short-term obligation. In addition, since MAA Group Berhad is listed in PN17, the company will take action to exit from the listing. Therefore, this motivates them to engage in creative accounting. The company has the intention to invest in manufacturing and education businesses and will use the loan provided by lenders in financing the business. As shown in the calculation, account payables turnover is obviously different in year 2016. The manipulation in account payables is to influence the action of regulatory authorities. For example, increase in subsidies by government and decrease in tariff. MAA Group Berhad might engage in earning management when they perceive that the reported earning of their entity influence the market value. When the news regarding the disposal of subsidiary to Juris Insurance Company is launched, the share price of MAA Group Berhad rose by 14%. The proposal to declare special dividend of 35 cents also mislead the stakeholders to believe that the group is going to a profitable level and will exit from PN17 listing. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ami E, metric number S41618. Now I'm going to explain about some recommendation for MAA Group Berhad in order to limit the practice of creative accounting and earning management. Firstly, the composition of the board of directors of MAA Group Berhad should act as predictor of corporate fraud to ensure that the ethical behavior and financial statement quality. The presence of audit committee, independent non-executive director, and an optimal mix of board members of expected to provide the necessary monitoring role in enhancing the quality of reporting. Besides, the board of directors need to check the manager work to ensure that the presentation of report from manager is truly happen in transaction. Secondly, MAA Group Berhad should establish an effective internal control by referring the MCCG. Once established, management should evaluate on ongoing bias whether the appropriate internal control have been implemented in identifying the relevant risks, including the risk of earning manipulation activity. Besides, MAA Group Berhad need to make sure the company is run under a bookkeeping system and one accounting system. Thirdly, the profession code of ethics should follow the dynamic of profession. In preparing the financial statement of MAA Group Berhad, if the financial statement is deliberately falsified, then this could be deemed unethically. An accountant should possess a social and ethical responsibility in financial reporting process, so it will not mislead the investor and relevant stockholder of the company. Lastly, disclosure of accounting information. MAA Group Berhad should select and apply an enterprise accounting policy so that the financial statement comply with all NASB standards, such as MFRS 101, presentation of financial statement. The full disclosure principle is important because all the information which disclosed would affect the reader's understanding. However, if there are too much information is disclosed, it can be constructed as bad earning management practice. Hence, the management of MAA Group Berhad needs to balance the extent of information reported in financial statement.
To conclude, it is important for MAA Group Berhad to comply with financial reporting standards and not engage in creative marketing so that the outcome of financial statement does not mislead the decision making of the stakeholder. We strongly recommend that the company will consider our suggestions to prevent creative accounting and earning management. That's all from our group. Thank you.